All right, Shalom, Shalom. I want to begin this lesson giving all praises, all glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Also, I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And as always, peace, love, and many blessings unto the elect. It's your brother Atazawam coming back to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai with another lesson. Lord willing, I do hope and pray that it's edifying. Okay, balancing mental health and physical health is very important. Okay, balancing mental health and physical health is very important. In today's society, there's a high level of emphasis on, physical health. Okay, being physically fit and healthy. A diet, things of that nature. But also, there's a very, very important regard towards your mental health as well. Okay. Now, a lot of people, when you think of mental health, you think of the worst of the worst, like mental diseases such as Alzheimer's, being, some form of being retarded or autism, ADHD, bipolar, schizo, like basically those severe mental health issues. But there's also other mental health issues that can affect you. And one of those things being anxiety. Okay. Now, I know a lot of brothers and sisters may suffer from anxiety. Okay. Now, anxiety, according to the definition right here, is intense, excessive, and persistent worrying and fear about everyday situations. Fast heart rate, rapid breathing, sweating, and feeling tired may occur. Okay. So, anxiety is a thing. Okay. And certain brothers, I know personally, deal with it. Have panic attacks, or sometimes you're just overthinking, being overly analytical. Okay, you're beating yourself up. Okay, doubt. All these things are a form of anxiety, which can lead to poor mental health. Okay, so it's important that we utilize scripture to balance out these spirits that try to play in our mind. Okay, now one thing that it says fear about everyday situations. Now, when you go into the scriptures, all right, the scriptures speak about fear. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I'm gonna go into the Apocrypha. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 12. It says, "For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth." So when you have anxiety and it's based on fear, it's basically you telling yourself that you won't be helped in this situation. So you're fearing the anticipation, or you're anticipating the anticipation of the situation is more severe than the actual situation, and that's where fear comes from. Okay, and that's a form of anxiety. Okay, so mental health, brothers, is very important. Okay, sometimes you need to meditate. Sometimes you need to log off that social media. Okay, releasing high levels of dopamine. Okay, sometimes you gotta you know seek counsel. Cut some heart music on. There's certain things that you could do to pretty much cancel out those spirits that try to bother you when dealing with anxiety. Okay. Verse 12 again, "For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth." Okay. So once again, that means that fear is, basically fear is you telling yourself in your own mind that you won't receive the help that you'll need in that situation. So you fear it. Verse 13, "And the expectation from within." All right, so that's the hope. The word expectation is interchangeable with hope. So it says, "So the hope within you being less counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment." So the expectation of the situation you intensify it, okay? But it says counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. So you not knowing the outcome of a situation is what torments you more than the actual situation. Okay? It says, "But they sleeping the same sleep." So like it, but they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of inevitable hell. Okay, so you have to remember, in this truth, you're going to have principalities, you're going to have spiritual wickedness in high places, you're going to have certain unfiltered thoughts that's going to come in and out of the mind, and it's going to, put you in the spirit of anxiety. But like I said, your mental, the scriptures tell you how to deal with mental health issues, man. Okay, because your mind is a spirit, just like your body has a spirit. And where their spirits are, there has to be a level of maintenance. You have to maintain it to keep it healthy. So you want to feed your mind with good things, with good spirits, okay? And not constantly negativity, gossip, Instagram, going back and forth in the comment section with the women, you know, all of the little Duval posts. You want to just chill out sometimes, you know, find you something to get into, find you a positive outlet, to take your mind off of certain things. That's mental health. Okay. This is Proverbs 12 and 25. Heaviness in the heart of man maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. And that's why you have to just sometimes just unplug. You got to get into the spirit of things. You need to, watch some videos. You need to go for a walk, like the elder Apostle Gabar and other brothers constantly admonish us to do so. Okay. Matter of fact, look at this. All right, this is in the New King James Version, all right, of Proverbs 12 and 25, and it speaks about anxiety. It says, anxiety in the heart of man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad. And what's a good word? The gospel, the good news. Reading these scriptures, listening to a brother's lesson. Um, it's many things that you can do to, upset or to, counteract them spirits. Because that's ultimately what these spirits want to do is put you in a depressed state, okay? Have you trying to fill that void with carnality, but in all actuality, it's still going to be there. So sometimes you just need a good word, man. You just need a good conversation with a brother. You need somebody to make you laugh. You need to just cut some music on that you can vibe to. Not no nigga shit, okay? But just some, some smooth music, some jazz, some classical music. Some lo-fi. Some, pleasant sounds, things of that nature. To lift your spirit up, okay? Because we all deal with anxiety to a certain extent, okay? So we want to prioritize that. And we also want to prioritize your physical, okay? Let's go into Ecclesiastes 30 and 14. It says, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution, which is a strong mind, than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Yeah, look at Stephen Hawkins. You know, nigga had to type up his whole life. Guarantee you he wish he had a well set body. He was all bent out of shape in a wheelchair with a keyboard, but he was supposed to be one of the most interesting minds of all time. Okay, but a poor man with a good body is better than that. Verse 15: health and good estate of body are above all gold. And like I said, there's not only one form of health. You have mental health and you have physical health. Okay, so take care of your body, man. I've been on a health journey. Going hard really for like the past, I say about 4 to 5 months. Just trying to exercise the spirit of discipline in my diet. Going to the gym, at least 3 to 4 times a week. Not eating after a certain time, taking my daily herbs and vitamins. Juicing. I did a stretching routine with the brother Canuck, Elder Canuck from the Bay. You know, just trying to implement, a more healthier lifestyle. And honestly, I've been feeling amazing. I get up in the mornings, I'm quick on my feet. I'm not super groggy. It doesn't take me a long time to roll out of bed. I don't have, a lot of the pains that I used to have, when I wake up. I cut drinking out, during the week. You know, I have me my drinks during the weekend. So, and it's just a space I'm in of prioritizing that. You got to do good to yourself, okay? It says, and a strong body above infinite wealth. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. So it's there's no riches comparable to a sound body. It don't matter if you're a trillionaire and you got cancer and you got diabetes, you got all these things. Your spirit is gonna be jacked up. It don't matter how much money you got in the bank. You're gonna feel like ish. Okay, so there's no riches above a sound body. So yeah, brothers, that for Akim, brothers and sisters out there that's not locked in on your health, that you feeding your mind bull crap, you feeding your body bull crap. Okay, you engaging in too much carnality. You binging on the social. Okay, you eating out fast food. You know, you ain't drinking no water. You ain't drinking no juices. You ain't getting the proper vitamins and minerals that you need. Then that's going to reflect. Okay, so be locked into the spirit of things, man. Okay. Now I'm gonna jump down to verse 21 because that also speaks about dealing with mental health. All right, Ecclesiastes 30 and 21, it says, "Give not over thy mind to heaviness." That heaviness is equatable with depression. Don't give your mind over to the stuff, man. Like I said, you go on online and man, it's nothing but negativity, negativity, negativity. Okay, you constantly put that in your mind, man. That's what you become. The scripture says, "Out the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." So you want to refrain your lips, and well, first of all, you want to refrain or have a barrier up for your spirit. Like I ain't getting into that, man. Try to recreate your algorithm. Stop liking the bull stuff. Try to look into more things that can feed you, a positive mentality. 'Cause you don't want to give your mind over to heaviness, because heaviness, man, it's hard to carry that. That's why it's called heaviness. It's tougher to carry it. Okay, and afflict not thyself in thy own counsel, which we do that as well. Overthinking. Okay, and that overthinking can afflict you, man. Okay, you start overthinking and you overplan your position. You overcompensating. Okay, because you all in your head. You taking counsel from yourself. Sometimes you got to just let the spirit play it out. You got to let the Lord work things out, man. Verse 22: the gladness of the heart is the life of man. And I was speaking to the elders here in the Atlanta camp last night about maintaining that positive outlook on certain things. Okay, now everything is not going to always be positive. We in hell. That's the reality of it. Okay, we're in hell, and it's not likable. It's not a likable place to be at. But guess what? We got to deal with it, and the best way to deal with it is you do the time. Don't let the time do you. So you have to find glimpses of light and rays of hope. Okay, to propel you to continue to go, and that's what'll feed the gladness of your spirit, man. That's the life in a man. Okay, not stressing so much. Everybody in America is under chronic stress, and chronic stress is the number one killer in America. It leads to all diseases: heart disease, stomach, brain diseases, everything you could think of. It starts with stress. Okay, it says, "And the joyfulness of man prolongeth his days." Love thy own soul, man. Love your soul. Love your spirit. Put the good in it, man. Put the good into your body. Okay, you dealing with a chick and she ain't good for you, she ain't healthy for her, man, cut her ass off. You know, she always want to stress you out. She don't, always nagging, complaining, being a bitch. You know, you don't deserve that. Okay, it says, "And comfort thy heart, remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow have killed many, and there is no profit therein." Okay, now sorrow it has its perks. The scripture says that out of the sorrowness of the heart, the heart is made better, or something like that. But also, too much sorrow can destroy you because it brings about heaviness. It's a spiritual weight that you can have on you that can actually damage your spirit, man. Bitterness, wrath, and envy, and all these different things. Verse 24: envy and wrath shorten the life, and carefulness bringeth age before the time. Over worrying. That's what carefulness is. You caring, you over worrying. dealing with anxiety issues, man. Okay, so you got to cheer your heart up, remember that mental health is something very serious, man. Like I said, a lot of people have mental health conditions and they haven't even been diagnosed yet, and they probably don't even know that they're suffering from it. Okay, and that's the real deal. So that's why we have the scriptures to give us comfort and give us hope. When we read these things and we analyze these things and we implement them, okay, so that it'll make our life better and the brothers around us. Okay, so it's important to lock in on that. Your physical and your mental, they go hand in hand. Okay, we say if you look good, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you was it you perform good or something like that. Okay, so it all works in tandem with each other, man. It's a body. You working, you're operating a body. So you know the when you put the good in it, it flows through the whole body. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to speak on dealing with your mental state, making sure you locked in on that, prioritizing that, focusing in your physical. You have these things have to be mandatorily maintenance, man. It's mandatory that you maintenance your mental and your physical. So, Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson. I'm gonna give all praises once again to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakadash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, honors, many blessings to the elect. Shalom.